Before 1970, Olmito was an independent school district. In August of 1970, we consolidated with the Los Fresnos district when it became Los Fresnos CISD. As a teacher, we had our principal that was in 1970, Alfredo L. Villareal, but he was also our 8th grade teacher. Do you remember that, Mr. Ceballos?
Oh yes, I remember that real well. I grew up in Olmito and I came to school here. Then I was fortunate enough to be principal of this school. The students were well behaved and it was a joy to be a principal. And I'm pretty sure you remember something about those days, Ms. Connaughton?
I even go back just a little bit farther than you do, because the first year that I came to Villareal, I had the good fortune of being with Mr. Villareal as my principal. But anything and everything that we needed, somehow or other, we could depend on Los Fresnos to come through and help us.
I remember when I was driving, because I came from Port Isabel, as you all know.
Right.
I was driving, I turned down this road, and then onto the parking lot, and what I really loved immediately was the resaca. Shortly, though, I did see that the staff was awesome.
Right.
The staff had so much heart, and it was easy to move from there where we needed to move.
But we had a resource back then in our nurse, Mrs. Kretz.
Yes,
I remember the community came to Mrs. Kretz for everything. She was kind of like a medical center right in the middle of the school. But another memory that I have here is because the school was the center of the community, anything that happened in this area happened at the school, And I think that's why the parents loved the school, because it was like a resource for them where they were always welcome. Yeah.
Well, you know, I feel very fortunate. I feel very fortunate that throughout those years, I was part of that, because I worked with each and every one of you. And I tell you, those years have been very good years, and it's been great. I have seen the growth here, and each one of you had a part in it.
Speaking of memos, I have a memory that's worth recalling, and compared to today. I remember back then when I first came to the district, if the district sent a memo to Villareal, it was written in central office, then it was picked up by the bus barn. It sat in the mailbag in the bus barn that night, and then the following day or 2 days later, depending on the bus run, then the memo would eventually come to Villareal, and maybe it would be the 4th day before it actually got to the principal's desk. So, you know, our excuse anytime we were late on something was we never got the memo. We never got the memo. Call the bus barn. It would probably be with the bus. So now you compare that to today with technology. Exactly.
Yes.